Have you ever gone through a moment of difficulty and felt as though everything around you was falling apart? Perhaps you experienced a painful loss, a serious illness, or a sudden change in your life that seemed impossible to bear. In moments like these, when the weight of hardship becomes overwhelming, it is natural to ask, "Why me, O Allah?" The pain can feel so intense that it clouds the heart and mind. We may begin to believe that our trials are a punishment or a consequence of our mistakes. But what if the hardship you are facing is not a punishment at all? What if it is actually a sign of Allah's mercy and love? Many people live comfortable lives where everything appears to go smoothly. While there is nothing wrong with ease and comfort, it can sometimes cause a person to become distant from Allah. We continue with our daily routines, fulfilling our responsibilities, yet without feeling a deep connection to our Creator. Then a test arrives. A loss, a hardship, a challenge. Suddenly, we find ourselves raising our hands in dua, calling upon Allah with sincerity and humility. At this point, many people ask, why does Allah test us? Why does He allow us to suffer? The answer lies in the relationship Allah wants us to have with Him. Allah does not want us to remember Him only during times of ease. He wants us to turn to Him in every situation and every circumstance. He wants us to rely on Him when everything else feels uncertain. And it is often through hardship that we rediscover that connection. But how do we know whether a trial is truly a sign of Allah's love? Is there a deeper wisdom behind the pain we experience? Allah has already given us the answer. The test that seems unbearable is not random. It is part of Allah's wisdom. Through hardship, He refines us, purifies us, and helps us grow spiritually. Every difficulty is an invitation to come closer to Him. And the greater the test, the greater the reward. Allah says in the Quran, "Do people think they will be left to say, 'We believe,' and they will not be tested?" This verse reminds us that trials are a part of faith. Every believer will be tested. The real question is how we respond when those tests arrive. So when hardship comes, do not rush to despair. Do not immediately assume that Allah is punishing you. Instead, remember that Allah may be preparing you for something greater. He may be strengthening your faith, teaching you patience, increasing your reliance upon Him, and elevating your rank in ways you cannot yet see. What feels like pain today may become the reason for your success in this life and the next. And here is where the sign becomes clear. If your hardship causes you to turn toward Allah, if it leads you to make more dua, if it increases your trust in Him, if it brings you closer to prayer and remembrance, then that trial has become a gift. The very fact that Allah is allowing you to experience that closeness is a sign of His mercy and care. He is inviting you back to Him. He wants you to raise your hands, seek His guidance, and draw nearer to His endless mercy. What appears to be hardship may, in reality, be one of the greatest blessings Allah has placed in your life. Our beloved Prophet ﷺ, when Allah loves a servant, He tests them. Through those tests, Allah purifies the soul, forgives sins, raises ranks, and opens doors of mercy that would otherwise remain closed. So, my dear brothers and sisters, the next time you face a trial, do not lose hope. Recognize it for what it may truly be. A sign that Allah wants good for you. A sign that He is drawing you closer. A sign that He is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. However, we must also reflect on an important reality. If a hardship causes a person to turn away from Allah, to abandon prayer, to lose hope in His mercy, or to harden their heart, then that trial becomes something far more dangerous. A test that pushes us away from Allah can become a means of punishment rather than purification. May Allah protect us from such a state. May He grant us patience during our trials, strengthen our faith during our struggles, and keep our hearts connected to Him in times of ease and hardship alike.